Hello everybody, and welcome to a video that I definitely was not expecting to make. Less than a week after Kazakhstan coverage dropped, we now have another new country that nobody had any idea was being covered, and that country is the island nation of São Tomé and Príncipe off the coast of Africa. So it's located in this sort of Gulf of Guinea. There are two islands here. The main island is São Tomé, and then this island up here is Príncipe, and they both have received coverage. Now, a little bit of information about the countries. So São Tomé and Príncipe was a former Portuguese colony, so the majority language spoken there is Portuguese. You'll see Portuguese on signs. The domain name is .st, and the vast majority of people there are Christian, so you'll see plenty of churches. This is the flag. You may see this in a few locations. Yeah, just handy to know. In terms of metas, I'm sure people will figure things out, but generally people have found that on the North Island, so Príncipe, the coverage is a bit grayer and doesn't look quite as nice, and on the South Island it's a little bit less grayed out on São Tomé. But anyway, I thought I'd jump in and play a game, play some no move on a balanced São Tomé and Príncipe. This features the new coverage, and yeah, just show you guys what it's about. Now, this is what I was prepared to show you guys, and what I think a few people were dreading when they heard the new coverage was being released. It's in the Garbo cam, or what some people have more colourful names for. So it's this new Gen 4 that is just terrible quality. And yeah, so I imagine that a number of people will be hesitant to include this in their maps, simply because it's a pretty small country and the coverage is so terrible. But it does create some potentially interesting 50-50s with, say, India and Nigeria. So you'll also notice 2023 copyright. So all of the islands were covered in 2023. So the 2023 copyright will be in every location, which makes it quite a bit easier to identify, as well as the absolutely ginormous truck blur. Now, I think in terms of where this is probably going to be, I'm guessing, somewhere on the South Island. We've got some mountains south, so I'm going to guess somewhere here. Ah, okay, it was Príncipe. Yeah, I guess that makes sense with the more grey coverage. But yeah, this is going to be interesting because it's a country that is quite a way out of the ways from other countries. Like, as you can see, you know, the nearest country that has coverage is Nigeria, and that's, you know, several hundred kilometers away. So yeah, it's going to be bad if you don't miss a country. On some of the things you can see bits coming out from the side of the car, so that can help, and sometimes you'll be able to see the back of the car. It's a black truck. I think this is São Tomé, more of this vibrant coverage, so just going to click. That might be coast to our southeast, so I might click somewhere up here, maybe on this windy road. Okay, not a bad guess at all. Yeah, this should be the main island as well. Interesting that we've got a number of these sort of Mexico-style poles, octagonal with concrete. Yeah, we've got some sort of lake, kind of, I guess. I wonder if that's ever marked. We've got, I mean, if I have to guess, that might be the coast, which is north, so maybe we're somewhere like here. Oh, wow, okay. I'm going to have to get better at distinguishing the two new islands. The nice thing is that, you know, the coverage is fairly limited, so if people want to, they can probably just learn all of the coverage in a few hours. Again, we've got this antenna bit that sticks out. I don't know whether that's exclusive to one island or not, but yeah. Okay, and last round. So a lot of very forested coverage. There's some quite rural coverage here that's, you know, not in the cities. So yeah, I think it will definitely create some interesting 50-50s for sure. Actually, my apologies. I've also just realized you get 2023 copyright and 2024, but nothing before 2023. So yeah. That is São Tomé and Príncipe. There's not too much more to be said. A fairly small country, and I imagine that, you know, it may not even get added to some maps. I know that Wolf Trekker has already added a few locations to AIW, but it's only 10 locations, so it's only going to pop up very rarely. But good to keep in mind, just in case it does pop up. Anyway, with all of that said, thanks very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!